This is Elliot, and welcome back to Solo. Today I'm going to give you a little tour of my room, which is a properly set up system. I guess you're going to have to take my word for it because I can't package it in the video so that you can hear. But I just wanted to give you an idea of really what's required. This room is 10-foot ceiling, it's 16 feet wide, and it's 23.3 feet long. This is a ratio that has worked for me in the past, and you can look up sound room ratios online. There are a bunch of different ones that will actually work. I've built rooms of approximately this size before because I think it's a room that people can actually have in their house. Really large rooms are very rare, and in my experience of doing audio, I found very few people that have a really gigantic room. And if you were going to build a room, that's another story from scratch. You can build a room 20 by 30 or something like that. But I try to build something that I actually might find in somebody's house or they could actually deal with. So we're looking here at the left side wall. That is a product from Art Novian. It is an absorber. It's actually kind of nice looking, and it comes in a lot of different colors. And as I kind of walk around the room, you can see right here is I import and distribute Gerbil speakers. This is called the Divin Nobilis. It is a direct radiating type speaker. There's no radiation in the back. And it's a dynamic driver speaker. You can see in the corner, those are ASC tube traps. As many of you might know, that bass collects in the corner. So what we want to do is once it goes in the corner, we want it to stay there and not go bouncing around the room and color it up. As we move here around the side, I just wanted you to get an idea of the distance from the wall. This is not something that was done, I just picked a number out of my thing or stuck a couple of numbers in a calculator. This is something that I spent a lot of time listening to find the right place for the speaker to couple in the room. And then as I move back away, you can see another Art Novian piece in the center as we move over towards the right speaker. And the same thing, this speaker and the left speaker are both going to have a primary reflection in the center of the speaker. And as I move further along the wall, there is another absorber here. That absorber is also going to catch a primary reflection from the left and the right speaker. So as we go around the room, you can see where the absorbers are placed and where the bass traps are placed. Okay. That's the real important stuff and basic stuff for setting up a room. The positioning of the speaker, the angle towards the listening area, all can come from having the room basically set up properly to begin with, so that you have the opportunity to produce really good sound. I have my equipment in the back of the room, and you might be able to see on the floor here on the wall. I run a long interconnect. Now, maybe in a house you'd like to take that and actually run it through something. That's a possibility if you didn't want to see it. But generally, I find that this is the simplest way to set it up. Some people like to set their equipment up between the speakers. I try not to do too much of that. And the reason I do put my amp in the center is running really long lengths of speaker wire is, number one, really difficult and prohibitively expensive. So if this was a house, maybe this might be set up a little bit. I might differently, maybe I would have built a trough along the wall so that I could run the wire in and hide it. But since it's a showroom and it's going to be constantly changing, having the versatility and the flexibility to move the wire in the speakers is important. I'm going to move around to the back of the room just to whatever. We also have other speakers here. But as I walk to the back, and this door is in the center of my listening area, that's a diffuser, okay, which is different than absorber. And basically anything that goes past the listener's ears from the chair, we want to disperse so that it doesn't come back. And you see on the floor those wood things. Basically, that's something that I thought of because I have two major speakers in here. And after I positioned the speakers, I had one of the wonderful people that work for us actually cut out a, uh, I'll call it a jig for back of anything else. I can place those, and I have markings on the wall where I can actually place them on the floor and then slide the speaker right into the piece, and I can get it quickly or semi-quickly into the proper position. So here's another basic tour. Rear corners, rear behind the listening area. Again, the rear corner. That's the right side wall, right channel, between the speakers, left channel, and the left channel absorber. So this is the basics for setting up a room. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be with you again next time.